I mean, he's just, like, you said, like 2 feet in front of him, so he's in front of this giant maw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
as close as Nezro can get to eye level. It's not his fault that his entire mouth is taller than him.
Sir, he is a god.
But, like...
He can shrink. I guarantee it. It's just he's not choosing to, because he's just like... It's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna lay down.
But, like... Is he at my eye level because I've gained a smidgen of respect? I doubt it. Is he at eye level because he wants to make sure I feel the full effect of his glare? Probably. It's not necessarily a good thing.
So you are either the most unlucky or the luckiest mortal ever.
Yes.
How do I put this?
And then you just, like...
How much?
What's his face comes from Phrasma's realm and is like, nope, that's still me, and he just floats away.
Yeah. No, not Phrasma. From
How much does Valky know about Nezro?
Well, no, the person wasn't named Phrasma, but he was still a follower of. Wasn't it Phrasma?
Stinson?
No, Stinson. It was
Luck.
Oh, yeah,
Travel.
Luck.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name was. I can never remember it lately.
Never mind.
But yeah, but from her realm, and yeah. I seem to be channeling Stinson this session, though.
I wouldn't keep saying that if it's going to turn on you.
That's true. I am in the realm of a god that doesn't like me. What was the question?
How much about Nezro does Valky know?
And then Velky tries to think about all the times that, like...
I think she
Bob
finally
has
did get
spouted
told
off
from
about
somebody the stuff about him, but I don't remember who or when. But I think she knows.
She does know that.
I think she knows the story. Yeah.
And Phrasma kind of traded places.
I think I'd forgotten about that, but I think there was some point where there was exposition.
Okay.
Maybe.
No, I think there was only Bob.
Was it only
gone
Bob?
for a week, and that's what.
Yeah, he went on a whole religious quest, but I don't know.
But I know you said it all twice, and wasn't the second time in the place of the party? Didn't like she tell us? The priestess there?
I believe you asked.
I think she told us pretty much everything you previously told Bob. So I think I heard from her, and I'd forgotten about that.
So now that you remember that
Mm-hmm.
that Phrasma and him kind of traded places, and so yeah. When me and Phrasma were both here, some stuff may or may not have happened.
He like stands up, he stands up on like both legs and goes to this like giant counter and like pours himself a cup of coffee. He's like, you know, it's going to be a long, important story when the wolf god pours himself a cup of coffee.
Like, so, yeah. Shiana may or may not. She is my direct descendant. She may or may not also be the direct descendant of Phrasma.
Is there a role for fainting?
Either will or fortitude.
I think will.
I think
I have the fortitude to stay conscious.
So make a will save.
Well, no, I think it's different for different things. Like this one's just an overwhelm of your mind.
Yeah, this is. I don't necessarily. This is willing myself to stay conscious because it's kind of rude to faint in the presence of the god that's being very nice and not eating you. But that's definitely what my spirit wants to do, is just leave my body for now. All anime style, ghost out of the mouth.
He just like puts the paw on your spirit and like, get back in.
Yeah.
No.
There.
It's like, no, I have there's work for it to be done. Or at least
What'd you roll?
Look at this. Look at this shit.
Is that a 1?
That's a natural 1.
You pass out. When you wake up, Nezro is patiently waiting for you.
It's like,
See,
I don't have anything else to do.
I am the luckiest and the unluckiest mortal. I really didn't want to be here still, so I passed out by rolling a natural 1. The natural 1 did what I wanted it to do. What I was hoping would.
So you wake up after a couple of
It's just
hours.
a pity that you're back there all of a sudden.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay.
And it seems because of the complicated nature.
So he just picks up,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It seems because of the complicated nature of me being a wolf and her not being a wolf. Our child may or may not have been split in two, and you are now in the presence of.
It is 11.
I'm sorry.
Do you need to roll that will save again?
No, I think that just isn't gonna sink in for a minute, is all.
It's like you managed to find both of them.
Go me?
Congratulations, you fucked up.
However, the Pharasma half, as it were,
You know, I'm not saying in this game, probably don't have the thought yet, but out of game, really glad I didn't just decide to kill her because she might be undead.
Yeah.
that would have made, for a very different storyline. Suddenly Valky is, running from Pharasma forever.
Running from two gods.
Yeah, forever. Both of the gods of death. Running from two gods of death.
And one of the hunt. And the other of fate.
So, yeah.
Like, you don't, like, it happens and you're, like, terrified for a week because they've been just like, we're gonna make, like, this is just going to be amazing.
Do you know what this is? This is the new orifice that you have just been torn.
Go me!
At least they'll call you adventurous.
Oh.
Yes, it seems while... You see, Pharasma around this time was going through a much harder time, and I was kind of coming out of my harder time. It seems her half got deposited elsewhere from mine, and hers was captured by some mages who, shall we say, their lives are now very... What's the word?
Forfeit?
Not forfeit.
Numbered.
No.
Interesting.
Full of agony.
Starts with a T. Unsure, can change, scheduled, subject to change.
Temporary?
That's... No. Tentative.
Mm-hmm.
Whose lives are very tentative at
For
this
some reason,
point.
I wanted to say tumultuous.
Okay. Pause. Time out. So what has happened thus far? I would like to sum up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you wish, that's your little secret.
Early on in the campaign, I accidentally semi-kidnap a wolf.
Mhm.
This wolf we have discovered is descendant of not one but two gods. Later in the campaign,
Of technically separate pantheons.
I obtain as a slave the other child of said two gods.
Which happens to be the same person.
As a result of obtaining said slave, it has been brought to light that the people who captured her. Two gods, as you pointed out, of death,
Mhm.
are now upset with this group of people. This group of people that I, not 10 minutes ago, got hired to stop.
Hey, Pharasma is the god of fate, my friend.
I have already accomplished my goal, my mission.
It's like, hey, I know
Not
they-
technically. Your goal was to find out how they got their information.
Okay, I have made the mission more or less moot.
You've succeeded your next mission.
Yeah.
The mission after this one, you've already won. However, now the first mission is going to be a little bit more difficult.
That's freaking hilarious.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't mean they like die in a fire. It's just like, man, I had to go find bodies.
Yeah.
To be fair, Nezro is also still kind of recovering. He's not as powerful as he normally would be. But Pharasma, on the other hand,
Yeah.
is well recovered. Although her views on life and death are tenebrous. So
Yeah. It's just...
You also have to remember, this is still like a colossus that, you know, they can still, as weak as this motherfucker may be, can still...
Oh no,
fabric
he could blow at a building and it would be flat, it would be gone. But
Oh, man.
you know, against a group of mages, some of whom may or may not be level 20, that a god is still little... Like, a god is still a god, but 3 level 20 mages are still 3 level 20 mages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
2 gods, on the other hand.
6 level 20 mages are still 6 level 20 mages. You don't know how big this group is, and I guess I really don't either, but... It's as big as I need it to be.
I don't know if there are 6 level
So
20 mages in the world, though, much less on this island.
Touche. Probably only like 1 or 2, if that.
Yeah, so...
Level 20 is a hard level to get to.
So...
But a lot of classes, once they get there, they don't ever really have to leave, just because so many classes come with some method of not aging anymore.
The death spell is very,
Oh
very
yeah,
effective.
the death spell, of course, and
By
God of
2
Death.
gods of death.
Yeah. Oh man, that's just... That is priceless right there.
I can just imagine him barking at a small like group of people and then them just withering away.
So basically, if I survive this meeting, that's still enough, granted. If I survive this meeting, I'll be going back over to Ganai and telling him, hey, I just got 2 gods of death pissed at the group that it was my mission to go stop. Can I get paid now, or...
Can I get paid for the mission that we're sending on later? And I'll just get more supplies for this first one. I deserve a magic carpet.
Oh man, that's just... That's...
Magic carpets or carpets of flying are always weird magic items for me. It's like, I could get wings, or I could unfold this carpet.
And like, I know we're still in the middle of exposition, but I do want to know, when did you decide she was the child of them? Was it in the break when we were leveling up, or before? Or?
I think it was before that. A little,
Okay,
just a little
that's...
bit before that.
It was before.
Oh man.
Hey, Fred.
That's just...
Don't worry, it's not as good as you think it is.
I don't care at this point if it's so much better than I was expecting. It also means I probably won't have to kill her even if she turns into undead.
Oh yeah,
That's big!
that is a big thing.
Yeah.
It means you don't have to kill everyone you've ever known, basically.
That's nice! That's a nice perk!
I get to live, and so does everyone else I've ever met. Awesome.
Oh. Okay, so... What was the last thing? Oh, their lives are tenuous, perhaps.
Tentative, yeah, at
Tentative.
best.
However,
However, from what Giada told me, Sybil isn't exactly in the best state. This concerns me. I don't know what they've done to her. She said you tried to get rid of the curse and fire happened.
yeah.
That worries me.
Yeah.
If the mages do happen to have some sort of fail-safe on my them, I don't want to kill them. I do want to kill them. I want very much to kill them. However, I don't want to also kill my daughters.
So I do still have to do this mission. It is just the next mission. That was okay.
Yes, I put a fail-safe in. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious, though. Oh.
And now I've got to,
You know, I never really understood like why gods can't be resurrected.
I think their life essence becomes something different at that point. Like, there's nothing powerful enough to manipulate the essence of the universe that it's become. I think? I guess? I don't know.
But there's
Like, they're almost more like elementals with how their soul works at that point, I would assume.
But, I mean...
I don't know.
There's so many, like,
On the
mortal fail-safes. There should be at least, like, 3...
That's
like,
what you give up to become immortal.
You give up the ability to come back to life if you die.
Yep.
When you can't die anymore.
Yep.
Also,
That
like,
You can't die means you can't come back.
horseshit.
also like to point out, in his game, one of them was resurrected.
Which one of the gods?
Pharasma.
Oh, yeah, well.
And
So what's the big point about her dying then?
Who? Phrasma?
Oh, the demigod. And she's not even completely god. That should make it even easier. Like, what
There's
the
still...
fuck? I mean, I get it. It's like, well, my daughter died. It's just, I think the god might have a little, like, a better grasp of...
Because it's still death. It's still what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Phrasma doesn't let people out just because death is supposed to stay that way. Even if you come back and you're not technically undead, like Valky, you still die, and you're supposed to stay dead when you die. I don't think...
Another reason I'm kind of...
Apparently everybody that likes the resurrection spell and all of that are just like, don't give a fuck about that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. It's just not technically necromancy, so it doesn't...
No, it totally is.
Resurrection? I don't know.
It's in the necromantic school.
It's just necromancy doesn't automatically mean undead.
It's just, I mean, when he served as a god of death. He should know these things.
I guess it's the favoritism. You're not...
Yeah.
When it's your job, you can't play favorites like that, even more so than other people, other gods.
Like...
Or in theory.
Think about it. You're a god, and you're pretty good friends with the god of death, goddess of death, who brings her child back because her child got murdered by some mages. Your kid gets murdered. You go to her, you're like, hey, can you let my kid out too? No. Why?
He has powers of death as well.
Yes, but not. This is the point.
If he's not even half mortal, like we could bring her back.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like,
we also don't know what she is in the first place, and yeah.
If everybody, including her dad, is associated as Demi, that means there's part of mortality in her.
Well, they're not really though, because if
both of her parents were deities, she's not technically a demigoddess. She's
just half of two gods.
Yeah.
She is.
Just everyone's been calling her Demi because no one knew about.
Yeah.
The other part.
Oh.
Why then her father calls her Demi?
Has he?
Didn't want anyone else to know.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. I'll continue. I'll poke holes in all this bullshit later.
Magic, I ain't gotta explain shit.
In the world where there's magic and science that is explained heavily,
Yeah.
yes, you do.
Okay.
So, okay, no, I don't want to interrupt him. Never mind. He was talking.
Okay.
About failsafe, not wanting to kill his
Oh
father
yeah,
too.
so yeah. I'm gonna need you to do some digging. Find out what they did exactly. Once I know that killing them won't also kill them, I'll fire.
Do you know if they knew what she was? By any chance?
It seems it would be too easy. I think they do. I think the odds of that are just a bit much.
So, I did have plans to infiltrate their group to find out other information already, and I was intending to take them gesturing to Shiana and the other one isn't here. I just kind of unceremoniously
Shiana's not
dropped
actually
him.
in your field of vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Really
the only thing.
Bob is though.
Really, the only thing in your field of vision is the wolf
I'm actually going to take a wild guess and seem really impressive if I'm right, maybe, and gesture somewhere towards what I imagine is to the right of his right shoulder, which is where I'm guessing Valky is standing. And not Valky, Shiana. And say, planning on taking Shiana and Sybil with me. And was going to explain how Sybil's my slave because I won her in a contest. And
as you're talking, Bob just pops out of his eyebrow just a little bit.
And
it's like
was going to ask them to undo what they did anyway because I was concerned for Shiana and didn't know that Sybil was also. Oh.
I would advise heavily against taking either of them there.
Yeah, that's what it's sounding like. Oh, that's gonna make this harder.
for both of you, actually. Because now he has a lot more NPCs to roll up.
Not necessarily.
No, just the one.
No, I mean...
Unless he goes back and asks for more. Unless Valky goes back and says, well, my entire team is gone now, so I'm gonna need a few more people. But it's not exactly a mission that needed a lot of people in the first place.
Yeah, I'm not...
True. Yeah. I mean, it is about stealth, but at the same time, as all other attempts at stealth with this kind of party has tried...
not this party.
Oh yeah, not this party specifically, but it just never goes well.
Yes, but Jash isn't here this time. The bard who likes to set things on fire isn't here this time.
Also, I'm really not going for stealth so much as just lying. Deception. Because, like,
basic info.
I really will just be saying, hey, about that job you offered us earlier, I'm out of work right now.
I hope those mages can't read your mind or find out you're lying.
Me too.
Because there's magic ways. If there's a level 20, there's some...
Oh, me too.
If that level 20 is a fucking wizard, you might as well just start like, hold on, does anyone have a pen and paper? And just start writing down your will in front of them. It's like, okay, I'm
what you doing?
This
I'm about to lie to you, so I'm just going ahead and getting all my affairs in order.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish. Let me let you finish. All done? Okay. Go ahead and lie to me, just for posterity.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt wouldn't kill him.
A maximized from a level 10 or higher would. Actually, no, it just put me unconscious.
Yeah. I mean, granted, the level 20 wizard would probably just use something like Ride the Lightning and kill you.
If they find out he's got the other half to the previously thought demi-goddess, that's actually a full goddess, half of which they've already cursed, I'm pretty sure they want to keep Valky alive.
That's true, they kill me, I go report to Pharasma.
Oh, not even that part, just to find out where Shiana is.
Oh yeah, that too.
Sure, they'd love to curse the other half.
Okay, so... Okay. Can I just tell you that these last few days have complicated my life in great and many new ways than I ever expected to happen?
He just chuckles a little bit. He's like, I don't care.
No, he a little bit of a smile, which from your perspective is not what you want, but he smiles a little bit.
It's like,
I almost feel sorry for you.
Cool, can I go now?
This is feeling very reminiscent of when Josh and Crag got shaken when the other wolf grinned. It's just...
You know, one of those teeth is about as big as you are.
So find out what they did. Do I need to find a way to fix it, or just what they did? Can you take care of the fixing part, or you?
I can probably take care of the fixing part.
Just okay.
I have to say though, it's kind of funny. It's just sorry.
This will probably take a while. This will probably take quite a while.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny because if Craig saw Nezro in his full form, it would probably be less intimidating than when he saw this giant shadow wolf.
In the meantime, if Shiana's not going to be with me,
Oh yeah, I still have
she's
a
gonna
hair from
get
him.
bored, I think.
Oh, don't worry. She's gonna stay here. Bob is here. She loves beating him up. He says hi, by the way.
He's right there in my eyebrow.
There's
Like,
Bob.
poor.
Bob just loves being beaten up by her. I really don't get it. He's a weird one.
Yeah. Tell him I'm sorry about letting him go back, by the way. I was having a really bad day, what with having just been brought back to life and all.
He understands.
Okay.
He just has had enough spiritual brain damage. His spirit's brain has had one hell of a time.
This'll be fun. Okay, so just to clear it up, you're not killing me right now. Is that right?
I think if I killed you, whatever Shiana is going to become will end me.
And at the very least, and before then, she's just gonna bitch at me for the whole time, and it's just, I don't want that.
I'm gonna have to.
I have enough. I have enough of one person yelling in my ear as he's in my ear.
I'll make this deal with you, Valky.
I'm having to make a bluff check to conceal the bubbling urge of happiness, relief,
Vomit.
a little bit of, I don't know, smugness almost. All of these things that might still get me killed if I showed them right now. Definitely not saying anything about it, but it's like, that's kind of an overwhelming thing to hear, so I rolled a 2, so that's an 11 to kind of keep my facial expression under control a little bit.
You managed to keep smugness out of your face, but the relief and happiness, you don't manage.
The smug was probably the worst one anyway, yeah. Okay, so he was making it, saying...
I'll make a deal with you. She lives, you do. She lives, I probably can't really do anything to you even if I did.
Sorry, you bit me.
Kids.
Oh, what the hell happened with this character?
Bizarre form of parenthood.
Yeah, I'm worshipping a deity. I end up accidentally kind of adopting 2 of her kids.
One of her kids. One of her kid. 2 halves of the same kid.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'll be honest, Valky's never gonna think of them as one kid.
You got the base game, and then you purchase the DLC later.
That's probably the best I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. So...
It's like, wait just a minute. I want some curly fries.
So go figure out what they did so it can be undone.
Just materialize
And-
curly fries. It's like, really?
Don't let on that I know where Shiana is and that she's the other half. You know, last time I met one of them, she did mention something about Shiana having some weird fate or something, and that it was going to be worth more for her to hear the stories than to kill me now, or something along those lines. Oh goody. Oh goody.
See,
I still like how it's like through that.
that's why I like putting shit like that in my campaigns.
Mhm.
Because I can always come back and use it for something I've made
Yeah.
up months later.
Yeah.
Actually, I think at this point, this be almost a year later.
Okay, so
Long-term shit right there.
I've just decided that I can't leave tomorrow because I need some training to be able to lie better first.
That's what you're getting another person for.
Yes, but I'll also be there, and they'll know me, and they'll ask me things about Shiana.
I'm sure. Maybe not. Most will probably get, because they don't know what Shiana is, and when they saw,
I don't know that for sure.
You can assume they didn't. They didn't seem too interested in her.
One of them seemed mildly, but she struck me as kind of middle of the ranks, and not.
She was also just seeing a very large puppy.
Yeah.
Like that's all that Shiana looked like at that time.
Okay. Yes. Wolf puppy. God, wolf puppy. Oh, the stories of this character just getting. Oh man. So.
It's just like Valky never wanted it. She just wanted to not be bored in a temple. God damn it.
They seem to be. So yeah. Anything else?
You are either very lucky or very unlucky.
I think it's both.
Wheel of morality.
I'd say you can go say. I'd say you can go say goodbye to Shiana, but I had to put her to sleep. She's probably gonna have to stay that way.
Probably is for the best, yeah.
He was just trying to walk and like do some stuff, and she kept yelling at him, and Nick Krell, and it's like, stop that.
It just sounds unsettling.
Me and her do seem to share a certain wanderlust and impatientness that, yeah. Not a bad idea.
It's like, and she didn't even do anything bad. It's just, I'm sick of hearing skeletons everywhere.
Is there any chance you did that to me at some point and this is just a dream?
To what?
Put
you
me,
to sleep?
yeah.
Well, no. This is all real, unfortunately.
Okay, then I guess I'll go on that suicide mission now then.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, and if you do need to get in contact with me, you've got something in your pocket for that.
Thank you.
You get back, and it's not. And you think it's going to be the rabbit paw, but it's a cell phone.
And, Valky, I can smell your fear. I know it doesn't help because I'm kind of huge, but, we're kind of on the same side at this point, so can you stop smelling up my forest?
And
That may take a while.
And then you're back in Ganai.
and it slowly fades back into Ganai, and it's like...
It doesn't even slowly fade. You just kind of blink and you're back in the temple.
Okay.
You hear like the call waiting tone of Pharasma, and she's like, "So, what'd you need?"
So I'm gonna bow
It's like, I need
in a haze, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and assume I'm in shock right now. Just gonna kind of stand up and walk out and kind of wander towards Magni. And kind of, is the door open when I get there, or I just kind of walk in?
Magni sees you come in. She's like, "Oh, I found some news for you."
Like, how tall is Magna?
When she's not standing, she's actually pretty short.
What is that when she's standing?
She's pretty tall.
Like, how about, is she a large creature? Or?
Not large, but very tall.
Okay. I was about to say, it's like, Elkie just climbs on top of her and, like, rests on her shoulders and is like, please save me.
No, my response is just...
Falls on floor. Sobs erratically.
Magni, who is a construct and not used to these type of things, doesn't wait for you to start talking. You just start mouthing, and she starts telling you information that you already know.
They're both of their kids. That's
oh, you know.
And they cursed her And I have to go figure out what they did. And...
Hey, you're gonna lose that 32 XP.
I was just
not
thinking,
careful.
I was just thinking, I'm so glad I got that already. For not snapping it up to that point. Like I was having that thought half a second before you said that.
By the way, Crag's big shit isn't nearly this dramatic.
Oh yeah, again.
Just letting it.
Again, I the way I said it was like I was just poking fun at it, but that's probably how it's gonna be. It's like there's giant monster. It's like that doesn't matter, and then it throws a rock and destroys the alcohol stand. It's like I'm mad.
Yeah.
This shall not.
That or it's going to be like something impassable, so I'm going to have to fight it. It's like I'm going and riding away from another island, and it's like, oh, another island that's fucked, and then the giant thing appears, and it's like,
I don't want to deal with that.
So,
I guess we're fighting.
now I've got 2 things to go find out from them, and I'm down 2 companions, and,
She pats your shoulder in a very uncomfortable manner, says, there.
I didn't know I was adopting a god. On the other hand, I also got a god as a slave for the same price as this mace.
When we put it like that.
Like gonna break the sobbing just for that moment, just for that, and then just. Oh.
It's like I did get this pretty mace.
Also love how your punishment is giving me another full god as a companion.
It's not so much a punishment. Great things are going to come to Valky. Great things are going to come to Valky. If she makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This isn't so much as a punishment as trying times before not so trying times.
Jeez. So glad I got such good rolls on the magic items. Was that like medium of charts?
The mace was greater medium. The armor was lesser medium.
Oh, cool.
Jeez. Man, I don't know if he's told you anything about it, but I haven't tried out the bow either. Apparently I got really good rolls on it. I just don't know what the fuck it does.
Yeah, the rolling on the fusion stone, when I've rolled the successfulness of it, there's, good
stages.
Useless fusions, bad fusions, explosive fusions. There's a list.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, none of my alcohol stones exploded. The things that you think would go up in flames.
Yeah.
And then there's one number, 1/100 chance where I'll go all out. He got that one on the bow. So I was like, well, this bow can do a lot of things.
He also got that on the skull to bring me back to life. So I guess that's it. The rest of the party rolls natural 20s. Those are 5% chances. You get the natural 20s that are 1% chances.
Yeah, I don't get natural 20s. I get natural 100s.
Yeah.
Which, if we were playing Fallout PnP, I would be absolutely fucked. Because you want to get low.
Yeah.
Well, depending on your skill ratio, but, if you have 10 luck, 1 through 10 is a crit.
So I'm going to be there for a minute. And I'm just going to kind of hang my head and just, without really saying anything else, turn around and head back over to Gunai. And just kind of... First of all, is she still there?
Yes.
I'm just going to kind of sit down next to her. And continue sobbing a little bit. Just slightly wailing. And just kind of wait to see if she comes
back to consciousness. She stays asleep.
I
You imagine it's because Shiana's still asleep.
Yeah.
One thing, I know this is nowhere close to the game, but it's bothering me. Are kiwis extinct?
I have no idea.
No.
Like the bird.
Oh, that kiwi. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I saw something that it was like, this picture's an existential crisis, and it had like, I'm not sure if they were like models or whatever, but there's like 2 kiwis staring at a plate of kiwis. And it was just, it bothered me because it's like, are they dead? Did we kill them yet? I hope not. Kiwis are
so I'm gonna stay there, probably sobbing for another like 20 minutes, and then until a full hour has passed, waiting to see if she's conscious again. And at that point, I'll draw a really raggedy breath and then turn to Ganai and say, so...
I mean, they don't even look like birds. They look like potatoes with drills.
So her and Shiana are apparently 2 parts of the same person. They are both descended from... They're both the children of Pharasma and Nezro. And, she's been cursed by the mages that I'm going to find out information about.
Didn't you mention something about them being linked?
Yeah.
I wonder if that curse transferred. Man, he looks down at you. You are fucked.
I'm just going to completely ignore that. I'm going to say...
It's like, I need to...
And... Nezro has sequestered Shiana and put her to sleep, and plans to keep her asleep for the duration of my mission. And so she'll probably also be asleep for the duration of my mission. And I'll be trusting you to keep her safe somewhere and comfortable, because, yeah. And, so I'll be finding out multiple things about them, about the mages, and once I find out how they got their information, and maybe I might not even be able to do that, I'll be honest. Once I find out what they did to Sybil here, I will be, well, they're probably all gonna die. Because once I find that out, I'll be telling Nezro, and they'll be fixing it, and him and Pharasma aren't happy with them right now.
Well, I don't know if Pharasma knows yet. I don't think Nezro's told her. Nezro and Pharasma haven't spoken in a very long time, so he's just kind of dealing with the... Because Pharasma is a lot more powerful than Nezro. Nezro feels about Pharasma the way you feel about Nezro.
Oh.
He's like, I don't want to go tell her this. Last time we met... Oh, no, yeah. Last time we met, we were becoming friends after her letting me out of prison.
I'm under the impression he's told her because it seems a sensible thing to do to me. So I'm just kind of assuming...
But think about how long you kept bad news from Nezro.
No, yeah. From Valky's perspective again, though.
Yeah.
She's assuming...
Sure.
That Pharasma also knows.
Sure. Next time you pray, Pharasma listens and she goes, that? Oh. Comes up in front of Nezro. So, heard something interesting on the tube today, Hein. It's just like...
So yeah, once...
That little rat bastard.
I thought she knew!
Why didn't you tell her? That bitch terrifies me!
There's just this 3-way like psychic call going on as you're walking to the place, and like the other NPCs are like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, what's this person on?
So
like, we're following this person.
So don't let anything happen to her. And like I said, once I figure out what they did to her, they won't be causing you any more problems.
Well, I suppose that's a load off. I didn't expect to get divine help for this.
Yeah.
The island's just saved because 2 gods are pissed.
Yeah.
That's always what it comes down to in D&D. It's just like, it always comes down to gods becoming pissed. Until you're level 20, and then it's gods either being pissed at you or you being pissed at God.
Yeah.
Because that's how all JRPGs end.
Oh.
Oh.
It's just not a JRPG unless you're a bunch of overpowered kids going to go kill God.
So, I think I'm gonna go get really drunk and pass out now. And, I'll see you tomorrow about stuff, but, bye. I'll just kind of get up and stumble over to a bar and order about 5 of their strongest drink.
Well, you drunkenly pass out eventually.
Oh, the tales I must have told towards the end of that conscious stream.
You now have a drawing of a penis on your face.
And then you wake up in a forest. And you're not drunk anymore. But Shion is there.
Oh, hi.
She licks your face.
Please tell me this.
Hi.
You look rough.
Yeah. Where's
You're like, wait. Is that a pun?
Where's Nezro?
I don't know. This is my forest.
Oh.
Neat.
Gonna sit
Well, if
up
you
and
don't
look
mind,
around.
It's a.
I'm gonna have a seizure.
It looks like it's very early morning. It's very foggy. You see a few trees, but it looks like you're in some sort of clearing.
Oh god. She has a bunch of fog there because she's also like a goddess of death, so it's Silent Hill Forest. There's just a bunch of Pyramid Head wandering around. It's like, no, they're cool.
Have you heard the news?
No.
Have you heard the good word of this road?
No.
Just like
I told Dad everything that happened, and he just put me to sleep. He said I needed to sleep for a while.
That's what I heard,
you-
which is I'm confused now.
You had things to do, and so I.
you're pretty much.
Are you
I can
still asleep?
I can just imagine Nesro just like hearing all
Hold on
this
a
and
second.
just like putting his giant paws to his wolf temples.
I think so.
Okay. I'm glad I can still talk to you then.
Yeah, There were 2 reasons I called you here. It's good news and bad news, really. Although you don't look like you can handle any more bad news. Should I wait?
No, go ahead. I like to get it all out at once.
Okay. She lays down so you can see her back. There is now, in Necrel, the word cursed. The fur is missing and her back is scarred. I can't see it.
I'm going to say in Ganai. I mean, Abyssal. Ganai, I'm going to punch you.
Sorry. But, she's like, I don't know what it says.
You get back
But
and
I
you
can
actually
guess.
punch
Yeah.
him, and you're like, ow,
Yeah.
fuck, you're a rock.
Also, it's time to cut video.